Alright, so believe it or not, my camera does fit under the head restraint, so let's take the S3 for a drive. Okay, well, it's not exactly warm in here, but oh well. Don't want my coat to make a bunch of rustling noises, so hopefully the seat will heat up relatively soon. Alright, hopefully my normally snowy road is full of snow. If not, I know where there's another one. So right now I've got the transmission in drive, and the Audi drive select an individual where the engine and transmission are set to dynamic. And so is the steering. Yeah, this looks like it'll be pretty slushy. The ABS on this car is really smooth and quiet. The pedal barely even pulses. We've got 17-inch Blizzak WS80s on the car. The tire size is 225/45, again 17 inches. You really have to drive like a maniac to crash this car. The stability control comes in kind of early. The tail doesn't kick out very much. So it's very controlled, very good in the snow. So what I'm going to do up here is just stop on a hill and then try to accelerate so you can see how well the Quattro works here. Alright, so we're on a hill, stop. Just going to try to accelerate normally. And I didn't even need the traction control for that. No wheel spin. People are giving this car some crap because it has a Haldex-based all-wheel drive system, but they forget the fact that it's a predictive system. So it already engages the rear end, or the rear axle, before the front wheels lose grip. So in practice, it works quite well. This road isn't quite as crappy as I would like it to be, but it's still snowy enough. And, well, let's see. Let's do a full throttle Quattro right here. See how it goes. I'm just going to floor it. Here's how, see, it cuts power. It gets going pretty well. So not too bad. Again, you have to drive this car like a maniac to get it to crash. It's real. The traction control, the stability control, it works perfectly. Quattro's great. It's a really neutral handling car in the snow. And we'll stop on this steep part on the way back and try to get going again. Alright. Let's go around here. These WS80 tires are fan-freaking-tastic. They are just great. Did that on purpose. Alright, so let's try to get completely in the slush and the snow. We're on a corner, and we're stopped, and just try to accelerate, and no traction control there whatsoever. So, I mean, if you're actually being careful in a snowstorm, this car is fantastic. But if you're just driving a little bit like a hooligan for people on YouTube, obviously you can kick it around a little bit. But I am not going to crash this car and embarrass myself on the internet. Alright, so it gets a little steep down here so we can see how well ABS does down a hill. I'm going about 30 and stop. And my seatbelt retentioner pulled my seatbelt up. So, yeah. And it just retracted it. That's kind of cool. Never had to do that before. But yeah, just a very impressive system here. I guess around a corner, so I don't want to understeer or crash. Yeah, it doesn't feel like the car is getting pulled around or anything. It just really, it's tracking very well. You don't get that floating sensation you do in some cars that have like the wider tires. Just really, really confidence inspiring. Can't say enough good things about how this car performs in the snow. And it's really fantastic to have a car that, it's really a jack of all trades. It can be really anything you want it to be. If you want it to drive like a sports car, you can get 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds. If you want it to be economical, it'll get over 30 miles to the gallon on the highway. If you want to drive it in this kind of garbage, you can. If you want to take it to a racetrack, there's the optional 19-inch wheels with the magnetic suspension summer performance tires. So yeah, it's really just fantastic. Oh, or a luxury car. I mean, it's got a ton of features. Alright, let's see here. Just any type of accelerating, it's just been fantastic. I know I keep saying that, but it's just very impressive. And while it's great to have that level of grip, you also have to remember, which a lot of SUV people don't remember, is that all-wheel drive does not make you invincible. It's not going to help you around a corner, and it's not going to help you stop any faster. So, it's great to not get stuck, but you still have to go just as slow as you would in a two-wheel drive car around a corner, or leave the same following distance to be safe, which a lot of people don't seem to understand. Because lots of people are idiots and don't know how to drive. What's the time on this video? I'm going to crash. Not too bad. Alright, let's see here. Oh, you know what? There's a really steep hill up here I can stop on. No one's behind me. I don't know how well you guys can see the road in the video. I don't think you can very well. I tried to focus it a little bit on the dashboard, or mostly on the dashboard. But this hill, this is a dirt road, what we're on right now. And right up here is a ridiculously steep hill, which I have never been brave enough to stop a two-wheel drive car on. So I'm going to see how this thing does. I mean, it might not look it if you can see it, but it's pretty steep. It's like that. Okay, so let's stop right here. Oh, where are you going to go, car? Let's see. No traction control, just walks right up the hill. Oh, there's a giant branch in the road. Let's not flick that under my car. So yeah, this thing. I love this all-wheel drive system. And like I said, it's a predictive system. So there was no front wheel slip. Then you could feel that kick in. It's already engaged as soon as your foot comes off the brake. Absolutely love it. You won't see me complain that this isn't the old Torsen differential. Alright. So, let's go over here. This car is hilarious. I know this road was crappy earlier. Stability control just yanks you right back in. It does not let you have fun. There is a sport mode though. You can put the stability control in sport mode, or you can actually turn it off, which is kind of a nice feature. But I'm in a residential area. I'm not going to turn the stability control off and go flying all over the place. This is bad enough. It really doesn't let you, when you get on the gas, most of the time the tail will not step out on this thing. In the A4 that I had as a loaner vehicle, the tail would kick out on that thing. It's a lot easier than this car. Oops. Okay, there's an example of when it will. But I have to really try to make it do that. You didn't have to try anywhere near that hard on the A4, and it might not have looked like I was trying very hard, but I had my foot pretty well in the throttle. It was cutting engine power pretty good. This thing just grips like crazy. I think this is a dead end. Yep. Alright, so let's whip it around here. This is icy. Yee, very icy. Stability control just brought me to a stop. God, this thing has so much grip. Down a hill again. Let's try the ABS. It's so quiet and smooth. The pedal does not pulse very much. This is definitely the nicest car for the ABS I've ever driven. Or the nicest ABS system I've ever encountered. Alright, let's go back home. I don't want to make this video too long. Oh, where are we at for time? What is that, 13? Yeah. Alright. We got enough time to go back home. Just looking in the rearview mirror, there's slush flying everywhere. It's pretty deep. But I'm having absolutely no trouble in this thing. Alright, S3, you are a tank. But get some Blizzaks though, or some premium studless snow tire, because it will not drive like this from the factory. Those OEM tires are ugh. Alright. Catch up to you in about 3 seconds. That would be a yes. Oh God. Come on, the roads are bare. It's 50 through here. I won't be a dick and pass you. police caught somebody up here. It was not me. In case anyone's wondering, no, I have not been pulled over yet in this thing. I accelerate to the speed limit, but rather briskly, but I do not go flying over the speed limit whilst accelerating briskly. Really, a Mazda CX-9? Whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed the little ride. Alright. Pulling into our driveway here, so it's kind of a mess. I'm just go like this. Come on, Quattro. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the little ride. I'll make more. Oops, alright, and parking, and I don't need the reverse camera because I'm going forward. Alright, catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. And, oh.